We're about to begin the brewery playlist. The Brew Witch project. People need to know, because I've been dealing with the Brew Witch, the Beer Witch for a long time. And it's been a long time, man. Whenever we say her name and whenever we do stuff, she appears in one form or another. And now we're making that playlist here on YouTube. But you gotta understand, these are specific commands that conjure up the beer witch. And now you gotta understand, a witch of her caliber is something to be looked at in the history of all the witches. Because you got, in the histories of witches, you got like all kinds of witches, you know? But you never dealt with the beer witch ever in your life. There's not even a book written about it. That's the problem. You know? We can all learn from this experience of the beer witch and seeing how she has done so much harm to so many people in her time that she has been alive. Or I don't know how she has been maintained. I have no idea how she is even alive, folks. See? If we all know that it's easy for somebody in these days to track somebody down, you know? And you know, we can track down all kinds of people with the technology we got here today, especially in my little van. We got oscilloscopes, antenna feeds, modulated receivers, transmitters, and some other stuff that we can't really talk about because it's dangerous when you're tracking people, man. And so we're gonna do this thing, you know. We're gonna try to trap the beer witch and make her reveal her secrets. We're gonna interrogate her by any means necessary. But like I said, when you get a witch, like I'm telling you, when you get one, she starts yelling and screaming and just all kinds of absurdities come out of her mouth. You cannot believe her because she has been possessed by the demon. She has been possessed by the demon. The demon has taken hold of the beer witch. And we ain't lying, this is dangerous territory, man. These witches are no joke, man. I don't know what kind of shenanigans she's been up to. I can tell you right now, I was warned by some guy some other guy, you know, and he said, look at all these shenanigans that she's doing, and you know, he told me some stuff about her past, and I was just like, oh, that's crazy, man. How could you be doing all kinds of weird stuff like that and never get caught, and nobody ever tells you nothing about it? How's that even possible? And he told me the beer witch has cast a spell upon the people to make her disappear, to make it seem like she was never there to begin with, and that's the spell. But you know, like as I said, there are little artifacts here in this town, and this beer witch project that we're doing here, the barley will reveal the truth. The barley always reveals the truth of the beer. and some of these witches act like they can never get caught. I can tell you that, man. But I come from a place where, you know, where we can find them witches, man. We find what they're doing, and we find them good, and we interrogate and say, well, why is it you're taking a man's beer? And you gotta be careful, folks, because some of these tactics are medieval. They were brought from the Spanish Inquisition, and we gotta look for the mark of the beast on the witch, and then we gotta find out if she's actually the one that's sabotaging the beer. Because as I said, there's no book written. There's plenty of witches out there, man, that y'all could talk about, plenty of them, but y'all have never dealt with this kind of witch before, ever. There's nothing written. There's no textbook telling you how to defeat this kind of witch. You know, all we're doing is finding out. So we got this playlist going on called the Brew Witch Project, and in it, we will recount a story of the witch, and amongst other things, secrets of the occult that we will find out. And anybody who's able to decipher the codes, the little playlist is just there to recount a story of the beer witch, and there are many things she has done in the time that she has existed, folks. But only here in Liberty, Texas are we aware of the footprint she has left in this town. And we don't know anything about California. We don't know anything about Alaska. We don't know what she's doing in Washington, D.C. We just know about what happened over here with the loggers and the ale. We know that she sabotaged the ale. She poisoned our yeast fields, and and she has deliberately worked with some people here to form a coven of witches to scare the townspeople. Folks, the townspeople are being ran off of town. Economically, this is not good for anybody that holds a business here in the town. Now, I could gather about 12 people, and we'll go with our pitchforks and find her. But like I said, we're giving it time. You know, we're slowly trying to communicate from our positions. But we're trying to communicate and find out what happened to the beer. Where is the beer? And where did it even go? Did she put it in some kind of cave somewhere? I don't know.